This is Richard Flex at MoneyFarm, talking about some of the things that have caught our attention over the past couple of days. Two things to focus on. The first in the UK, where the Chancellor announced a stimulus package this week, and all things considered it was fairly underwhelming. He focused on a number of key areas: stamp duty, employment support for young people, a nod to the green economy, some help for the hospitality sector. But if you were looking for big transformative policies, you were going to be disappointed. Perhaps more relevant for financial markets is the gap we see between the rhetoric about supporting jobs and the package that was announced this week, particularly in the context of the ending of the furlough program, which was confirmed for October. And we think that without further stimulus, the ending of that program is likely to see a pickup in unemployment. And on that basis, given the Chancellor's rhetoric, we would expect to see some more stimulus, both fiscal and perhaps monetary as well, as we go on in the year. The second point is really about COVID-19 and infection rates in the US, and those have continued to increase at a high rate. And we think that this is enough now to be able to say that it should have an impact on the trajectory of the recovery, of the economic recovery in the US, as states take steps to try and address these infections. And elsewhere in the world, the news is a little bit better. We do see local outbreaks. We've seen schools in Hong Kong, for instance, being closed. We've seen some measures taken in Australia. And we think that's probably going to be the pattern going forward, where when you see local outbreaks, you see local responses, particularly for countries whose processes for tracking and tracing are relatively effective. And in that context, we would hope and expect that the economic impact of these renewed, perhaps smaller clusters of infection is relatively low. So the real focus of concern and at the moment is in the US, where the daily cases suggest this is much more of a broad-based problem that policymakers still need to wrestle with. In that context, we do see the global economy beginning to recover, but it should be a slow and relatively uncertain recovery that will keep markets perhaps a bit more volatile than they were a year ago. Thank you very much for joining us, and look forward to speaking to you again soon.